What's going on, good people, good people, good people? Welcome to this is day six. It's actually day eight, but due to technical internet difficulties, I have to restream this one because, of course, I do want everyone to be able to hear this message. And the first time that I did I replayed and it was buffering real bad and whatnot. So I'm gonna do a few of these today. So today you're gonna get day 6 and 7 because yesterday was just a travel day and then so you get day 8 a little bit later tonight. But we're gonna do day 6 here. So today we're talking about the goodness and the fruit of the spirit, increasing goodness in 2024. How can you do that? So let's talk about that. Let's talk about how you can increase goodness in 2024. Goodness, the definition of goodness, again, as we have continued with our literal definitions, it's just the quality of being morally good. And we really need more good people in this world today. If you think about it, and as I said before in prior live streams, people are just mean, these days. And I'm not saying there's a lot of people, but there's more negativity and more just meanness and hatred out here in the world. And we really do need more people to exercise goodness, in even in the face of adversity. Now think about that, right? So as we talked about on previous days, patience is the ability to wait and to tolerate with delay and not getting upset or angry. But I always say this: when you're driving, how often do you see somebody with road rage, right? And one thing that we want to do, especially if we're running late or we really don't want to let nobody in at the last minute. You ever had somebody go in at the last minute and didn't want to? You didn't want to let them in. Well, sometimes we need to exercise goodness, you all, and just be able to let people in because you don't know if that person's having a bad day. And, you could turn that day around and make really good use of your time. So, it's really, but just think about this. If we think about the goodness of God, there's a song where we talked about the good father in the beginning there. I was singing that song as we introed, but there's another song that says the goodness of God. All my life, you have been faithful. And that's another good fruit of the spirit. But if you think about it today, the goodness of God has really kept us even through 2023. And in a couple of days, we're going to have a new year, a new opportunity for growth, an opportunity to increase all of our fruit so that we can be, better and do better each and every single day. But if I was on day 6, this would be January 6th, I would be focusing on my scripture would be Psalms 103 and 8. And it says this: the Lord is compassionate and gracious, slow to anger, abounding in love. That is a great scripture to focus on when you're asking God, God, help me to increase my goodness. That is a scripture that you can actually think about and meditate on when you're asking Him to increase your goodness in your life. He's slow to anger, He has compassion. And there are days when we don't want to be compassionate, right? I know let's just be real, right? But even in the midst where you get angry, going back and having compassion on someone that's treated you wrong, going back and having compassion on someone that needs of help. That's how you increase your goodness. And so I encourage you today to increase goodness today by being slow to anger. Now it's easy for us to get angry, right? I mean, we people say they like to be in their feelings, and we often do that. But it's something when somebody acknowledges before they get angry that they're about to get angry. You ever had that? Somebody say, "Hold on," and they start taking stuff off. You know, let me put some people say let me put my God on the shelf real quick and show you what it's really about to be. Like, come on, y'all. So I think we people are really in tune with themselves enough to know where our downfalls are, right? And one of the things that we often again do is we just let goodness go out the door, and then we're quick to wrath. But again, if you're going to focus on increasing the fruit in the spirit this year, be slow to wrath, be slow to anger. Think of twice about what's happening around you and make a different choice to increase goodness in your life and increase goodness in the life of others. So I will be focusing on that goodness and the goodness of God. And you just think about that. How gracious and how slow to anger has God been with us? Even when we've done things we shouldn't have done, or of not listened and not obeyed, but we need to listen and we need to obey, because that helps us and gives us strength each and every single day. So again, I encourage you, listen, that last part of that song of the goodness of God, it says, with every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. And so I encourage you today, increase your relationship with God today, increase your goodness, increase this being morally good and virtuous, by asking the Lord in your prayer time to increase goodness. Help me to extend goodness out to someone else, and so that I can help them in 2024 have goodness and be able to live a life pleasing unto the Lord. So this is day 6. Again, we hope everyone has a great day. I'm going to be back in about 10 minutes to do day 7 again. It wasn't able to do it yesterday, but increase goodness. And if you still want a copy of the fruit of the Spirit, grow cultivating the fruit, go on to bit.ly/fruit 2024 and pick it up on our Amazon. It's only $20. Start January 1st off right, being able to reflect on the fruit each day, and then having your reflection, and then being able to reflect on the scripture. God bless you. I got a new saying, y'all. Keep it real. I want you to stay relevant. I want you to show empathy, be active, and always live to learn. See you later.